Hey guys, welcome back. It's the comment section gossip. And before you apply for YouTube monetization, there is something I really want you to know. Your private videos may still matter when YouTube reviews your channel for monetization. I know this because I learned the hard way. I had old videos on my channel that I thought were no longer relevant because I had made them private. In my opinion, why would YouTube look at my private videos? I thought only those who I gave access to could look at my private videos. I was wrong to make that assumption. And in this video, I'm going to tell you exactly what happened to our channel, the comment section gossip. How we went from being excited about being monetized to being rejected. Why our appeal was also rejected and what I have learned from the experience. And if you're a small YouTuber and you're thinking about starting YouTube, I really want you to watch this until the end because you could save yourself a lot of disappointment. So let me take you back to the beginning. When I first started this channel, it wasn't called the comment section gossip. It was called the World and Its People TV. So the channel was actually doing quite well. But after some time, I stopped posting. And when I say I stopped posting, I stopped for years. Eventually, I decided I wanted to come back to YouTube, but I didn't want to continue exactly the way I had been doing things before. I wanted to start something fresh. So I changed the name from the World and Its People TV to the comment section gossip. I decided to turn the channel into a commentary and podcast style channel with my friends. And there are three of us actually behind the comment section gossip, but we don't necessarily all appear in the same videos. Sometimes it's two of us, and sometimes one person makes a video. It depends on how we schedule and when we can meet actually. But all three of us are involved in the channel. We created a content studio, started showing our faces, and started having real conversations and various stories. Social media dramas, internet culture, and things people were talking about online. And before we properly started this new direction, I went back through my old videos and I knew that some of those old videos didn't represent what I wanted the comment section gossip to be anymore. Some of them were from the old days when I was doing more of faceless commentary, and honestly, I didn't feel that I had added enough original value to some of them. So I made all those videos private. There were many. I'm talking about 200 to 300 videos. And I genuinely believed that because those videos were private, YouTube will not consider them when reviewing us for monetization. I thought YouTube will simply look at our public uploads and judge the new direction of the channel. That was my assumption, and this is why I'm telling you this today. Do not make assumptions about YouTube monetization policies. Go and read the policies for yourself. Because when YouTube reviews a channel for monetization, the review is not simply about one new video. No. YouTube says its monetization policies apply to the channel as a whole, and the reviewers can look at different parts of your channel when making their decisions. So, if you have old content on your channel, don't automatically think that putting it on private means it can never be relevant. It is still relevant. Now, let me explain the new content we started making. Some of our videos are simply us sitting in our studio talking. Our faces are visible. We are having conversations. We are discussing a topic, giving our opinions, explaining what's happened, and analyzing the situation. Sometimes we use pictures or screenshots on screen to help explain what we are talking about. Those videos are clearly built around us and our own discussions. And we also had another format. We would find a viral video that people were talking about, people were already talking about. We would play the viral video so our audience could understand exactly what happened. Then we will discuss about it. So in one particular video, we played a viral video for more than 15 seconds. And after that, we went about 16 minutes discussing it and giving our own commentary. And from our own perspective, we thought We were adding a lot of value. Imagine putting a viral video for maybe 30 to a minute and then adding 16 minutes of value. So from our perspective, we thought we were adding value. We weren't just sitting there silently watching somebody else's video. We were talking, we were giving our opinions, we were analyzing. We were analyzing what happened. And so we were having a conversation. And we genuinely believed that our content was good. Even while editing, we believed that if we removed the viral video, our discussion could still stand on its own. So when we finally became eligible to apply for monetization, we were so excited. We thought, we've done the work, we've reached the requirements, we've built our channel, and now, obviously, we are ready. And then we apply, and YouTube just rejects our application. What was their reason? The reason was related to reused content. And honestly, we were devastated. If you look at our channel, we just recently started posting again. When you are a small YouTuber, getting to the point where you can apply for monetization is a big deal. It's a very big deal. It's like you're at the top of the world. You spend months, sometimes years, working towards subscribers, working towards watch hours. You watch your analytics every minute, every second. You celebrate every little milestone. So when you finally reached that point and YouTube says no, it hurts. And for us, it hurts even more because we genuinely believe we had added value to the content. But after looking at the situation more carefully, I realized something. It's not enough to ask, did we add commentary? You also have to ask the question, what role is the original content playing in our video? Because if a viewer can watch a long viral video at the beginning and then leave without ever watching our commentary, YouTube could potentially see the original content as a major part of the viewing experience. And I think that was one of the things we misunderstood. Our intention was to show people the viral video so that they will understand what we were talking about, to understand what we were about to discuss. But the way we structured some of these videos could make it look like the viral video itself was the main attraction. Our commentary came afterwards. That's something I understood much better now. And this is very important. I'm not saying that commentary videos cannot be monetized. YouTube's own policy gives example of transformed content that can be monetized, including commentary, criticism, reviews, and reactions. Reactions where meaningful original value is added. The issue is making sure that your original contribution is clearly the main value of the video. So instead of video at the beginning and then talking about it, we are learning to structure things differently. We can introduce the story ourselves. We can explain what happened. We can use shorter sections of the original clip when necessary for context. And then we can stop and discuss it. Then perhaps show another short section and continue the discussion. I think that makes it much clearer that the external clip is supporting our content rather than our content simply being added to somebody else's video. And after we were rejected, I decided to appeal. In the appeal, I explained the history of the channel. I explained that I originally started the channel by myself when it was called World and Miss People TV. And I explained that I had stopped posting for years. I explained that I came back, changed the name to the comment section gossip and started the podcast with my friends. I also explained that there were three of us behind the channel, although we don't all appear in every single video. I showed some examples, presented some videos. I explained our recording process and our current face-forward content. I also explained that our viral clips were being used as context for our discussion and that we were adding our own commentary and analysis. I genuinely hope that once YouTube understood that we were doing, they will reconsider. Unfortunately, the appeal was rejected. And YouTube told us that we needed to go back, review and edit our videos, and then apply again after the required waiting period, which was about, I think, 3 months, because I think it was May, July, yeah, 3 to 4 months. And we were really disappointed. In fact, after the rejection, we stopped posting for a while because we were so discouraged. There was one thing I was really happy about. Our watch hours were not just erased because of the rejection. And if you're a small YouTuber, you know how important those watch hours are. So although the rejection was painful, it didn't mean that all the work we had put into the channel disappeared. Now we are taking what we've learned and using it to improve our channel. And if you're a small YouTuber watching this, here are the biggest lessons I want you to take from our experience. First, read your YouTube monetization policies before you start creating content. Not after you reached the requirements. Don't wait until you have your 1,000 subscribers or you have your 4,000 watch hours. Make sure you read the policies. Read the policies when you have 0 subscribers and keep reading them, because YouTube updates its policies and requirements from time to time. The information that was correct a few years ago might not be correct today. And please, you don't always rely on other YouTubers telling you what the rules are. Go to the YouTube official policy pages and read them for yourself. And secondly, you also have to understand that copyright and monetization are not the same thing. You might not receive a copyright strike. You might even have permission to use somebody else's content, but that does not automatically mean that the content qualifies for monetization. YouTube reused content policy is a separate consideration. And thirdly, if you're making commentary or reaction content, make your contribution obvious. Don't make somebody else's video the main event and then add your commentary at the end. Make your personality shine. Make your personality, your analysis, and your discussion the reason why people are watching. And finally, don't assume that your old videos are irrelevant just because you make them private. That's one of the biggest mistakes for me. Review your channel carefully before applying. Don't rush. I know we all want to make money, but those are the mistakes we make. We don't try to be patient. We just want to watch. Please don't watch. Look at your old content. Look at your current content. Look at the video that gets the most views and watch time. Look at the videos that get the most views and watch time. Also ask yourself, if YouTube reviewed my channel today, will it be completely clear what I personally bring to the content? That is a question I wish I had asked myself earlier. And there is one more important YouTube update I want creators to know about. Starting February 1st, if you've not already heard about this, starting February 1st, 2027, YouTube says there will be some changes to the requirements for new creators entering the partner program for full advertising and YouTube premium revenue. And so the new threshold will be 1,000 subscribers plus either 8,000 qualified public watch hours in the previous year, or 20 million qualified short views in the previous 90 days. So this is a YouTube partner program update, not a government law. And that is another reason I'm telling you to keep reading the policies. Okay? They keep changing. Because the platform changes, your requirement needs to change with them. So that's my monetization story. We applied, got rejected, appealed, got rejected again. And now we are trying to apply. So hopefully we will monetize them, because I have deleted all the private videos. Yes, I have. And I've also trimmed some of the viral content using YouTube Studio. So maybe my next video, I will be telling you of how I corrected the mistake, how I edited the videos. Yeah. And we are also taking the feedbacks seriously and changing the way we structure our content. I am sharing this because I don't want another small creator to work for months and years and then discover that they misunderstood the rules. So before you apply for monetization, read the policies, review your entire channel, make sure your original contribution is impossible to miss. And if you're building a channel, right now is the time. Don't give up because of one rejection. Learn from it, improve, and keep going. This is a comment section gossip, and thanks for watching. I hope this helps some of you. Thanks for watching. Ciao. See you in our next video.